What's up everybody, Barrett here with Spec Tech. Welcome to the channel. As you can tell from the title of the video, we are going to be making a lazy man's amp stand. Not that I'm inherently lazy, I just don't have the tools or the space to make something from scratch. So I'm going to show you guys how to get this done at a very inexpensive price and still get something that looks very nice. So today's video is going to be pretty quick. We're going to get right into it. But you're going to have to excuse me, it's pretty warm here, and in Canada we don't get a whole lot of hot days, especially in Calgary, Alberta, so I don't have AC in my house, so I'm pretty warm. So you're going to have to excuse me if I'm sweating a little bit. I've also been moving around amps and subwoofers today. I've had a very busy day of shooting. You're going to be able to tell because you're going to see this shirt in a lot of videos, because that's all I've been doing today because I am a little bit behind. But let's get right into this video. So basically I was looking for something for some subwoofers that I wanted to put on my floor because I'm going to be making a little bit of a hybrid system for my home theater. So it's kind of going to be somewhat of a 2-channel / home theater system. But I was looking online and they want an awful lot of money for something that's about 2-3 inches tall that just holds an amplifier on your floor. I found some that were just pretty generic and they wanted about $200 and some a piece, and I needed 2 of them. So I'd be looking at $400 to $500 for these amp stands. Yeah, there is a couple, actually I think there was only one that I found that was less money than that, but I just didn't really like the look of it, and it's just basically particle board. So I wanted something nicer. So what I ended up doing is I thought to myself, okay, I can either look for some wood online myself and try and find something that's nice, and I did try that and I just didn't really find anything that tickled my fancy, so to speak. So I started looking on my local classified ads for somebody that does woodworking, and I found a guy that was local to me that had some pretty good prices. So I asked them, basically, can you make me something that's 20 inches by 20 inches by 1 inch thick, and what would the price be? So these prices are in Canadian, but he quoted me $160 for 2 pieces of wood, which is already cheaper than buying 2 amp stands on their own. So what I ended up with is some very nice maple that he stained. So it's a pretty simple design, obviously, because it's just an amp stand for the floor. Even the ones that you buy online are very simple. But right now, all I have is a piece of wood. So I'm not just going to place this piece of wood flat on the floor. We want to do a little bit more with it. So I started looking for feet on Amazon, and I found some very nice brass and like black chrome feet. Actually, let me bring this closer to the camera. Let's see if it'll focus for me. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm hoping it is. It's hard to tell from here, but they're actually quite nice. They are adjustable. You can thread them. And then you have this little locking nut underneath. So they are adjustable. You can adjust the height to make things level. Now, these are not going to thread into the wood. There is options for ones that you can thread into the wood, but I opted for these ones. And they attach with kind of a piece of double-taped or double-sided tape foam, which I was kind of questioning in the beginning. I wasn't so sure about this whole foam thing. I thought maybe with the weight of the amplifier, if I try moving it around, it's going to take it off. So far, that hasn't been an issue, but there is an added bonus that I didn't foresee. And that is, when you put this on here and you stick it to the piece of wood, it actually has a little bit of play to it. So it acts as like an isolation foot almost for vibration. So I thought that was actually kind of neat, because if you wiggle it on the floor, it has a little bit of play, not a whole lot, and it's still very sturdy. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be coming off. And in addition to the foot, it does come with a nice brass or copper gold-plated looking plate as well. So for those of you with hardwood floors, you don't want the spike digging into the floor, obviously, so you just put that underneath, which is a very nice added touch. So what I ended up doing, well, I'll show you what I ended up doing. First, we got to get these feet attached. So let me show you how I did that. Just going to grab my pencil here and my level. And as you can see, I don't even have really a spot I can do this because we have 3 kids, so this house is quite full. So this is where I do all my work. So I'm using a nice Polk R200 box. So if I haven't released a review, I'm not sure in what order I'm going to release these videos. Make sure you stay tuned for that review. So first things first, we need to mark out 2 inches. So basically I'm putting these feet 2 inches from the corner, and just line that up with the other corner. And for those of you wondering why I'm sitting here sweating in the heat without a fan on, is because when you're trying to record with a fan on, all you're gonna hear in the background is a lot of fan. So I'm doing it without a fan, just for you guys so you don't have to put up with an annoying fan noise. All right, so now that we have those marked out, all you do is you take the little strip off the one side here, if I can get it, and stick it to the foot. Just try and get it as centered as possible, but they're actually sized almost perfectly to fill up the whole bottom. And then you take this side off and we stick it on the dots that we just made and try and get it centered and just force it on there nice and hard. And then we do that with the remaining feet. So if you're wondering where I got these feet, I got them off Amazon. I'll drop links down in the description below because they're actually quite nice. So if you're looking for something to put some kind of high-end looking feet anyway, they're not that expensive, but I'll put the price up on the screen here. There we go, all 4 of them are on. And then of course we have our 4 bases over here, the 4 brass bases, but let me get this a little bit closer so you guys can see. They look quite nice and they suit the maple wood, at least in my opinion they do. So there you have it, guys. This is a very simple and easy way of getting yourself some amp stands. Just contact somebody local to you that can do some woodworking. I would imagine that you can get it for a very similar price. In the US, you can probably get it for less money, but super simple to do, super simple to get. If you know where to get nice pieces of wood, you can do the same yourself and stain it. But again, I don't really have any sort of woodworking tools or the area to do this, so I had them do it all for me for 160 bucks, and I think the end result is actually quite nice. In my opinion, much nicer than what I would have bought online for the 200 and whatever dollars for a piece of particle board. So the reason I wanted the wood to be this thick and so sturdy is because the amplifiers I'm placing on them are 93 pounds each. They're an absolute tank of an amplifier. It's the Tonewinner AD-1PA, which is a 2-channel amplifier which has 100 watts of pure Class A power and then up to 300 watts per channel in 8 ohms, or into 8 ohms of Class AB power. So it is Tonewinner's iteration of basically the best of the best for them. Beautiful amplifier. Stay tuned for a review of those. If you guys enjoyed this video and showing you kind of one of my projects, make sure you subscribe, tick the bell icon if you do, and hit that like button for me. It only takes you 1 second, but I really do appreciate it. Consider supporting me on Patreon, or you can support the channel by hitting the join button down below this video. Remember to enjoy your systems. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.